After 2 lukewarm reviews of my past whiskeys from Monday and Wednesday, I'm actually looking forward to this first Friday flight fight with the Calumets. Welcome to Whiskey's a Journey. My name is Peter Fasciano. Today's the first Friday of January, the first Friday of the year 2023. I hope everybody had a fantastic holiday season, and I hope you enjoyed your new year. I am going to do a flight of Calumets. So just like all of my first Friday flight fights, I'm just picking similar whiskeys within a range. I'm going to mix them up, taste them, give you a little bit of my tasting notes, and then rank them in the order in which I think is the best one. There's nothing too complicated here. I have the 16 marked, 16, 15, 14, and then the 10-year-old right here. So as I'm going through this and mixing these things up, just want to let you guys know that I hit my 1,000 subscriber right after the new year. So thank you all very much for subscribing to the channel. If this is something that you are interested in, or the content that I'm creating, and you are not a subscriber and you're liking what I'm doing, consider subscribing down below. I post videos every Monday and Wednesday, and then the first Friday of every month, which is what you guys are watching now. But you may not be watching it on the first Friday, but you get the idea. So now that I have these things all mixed up, let's go ahead and take the lids off of these, let them breathe a little bit. These are all the same mash bill. We're looking at 74% corn, 18% rye, and 8% malted barley. All right, so here we go. If you guys know anything about any of the Calumets, and if you have a favorite, let me know down below. How I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna taste from my left to the right. I'm gonna smell, or I'm gonna nose and taste from my left to right. And then I'm going to go the opposite direction from my right to left, nosing and tasting. My guess is I'm gonna have to take some notes on this. So as I go through this once and go back the other direction, I'm going to just fly through this, speed up the tape as I'm taking my notes, and then I'll come back with my results. So with that being said, I got my starter whiskey all ready to go. My palate's all primed. So let's go ahead and start with this. Immediately, I'm hit with cherry, dark cherry. It's an amazing nose. I love how the Calumets smell. Brown sugar caramel, not much ABV on the nose. Let's go with number 2. A little more ethanol, a little more astringent on the nose, not necessarily getting much cherry on here. Oh, that one I did, got a little cherry there. So far, they're all smelling fairly similar. Okay, a little bit more ABV on this one, or at least it's stinging the nose a little bit. The cherry's subdued just slightly. And the last one seems to be the least aromatic. Pretty low on the ABV. I'm not getting that sting like I did the others. All right, let's go ahead and do a quick taste on each of them. And before I taste this, you guys will know what I'm tasting. I'm gonna go ahead and flash the bottles up as I go through these. All right, cherry, that packaged bubble gum, the like the Big League Chew, that's coming through here, along with that cherry note, caramel, brown sugar, vanilla. Oh, let's go ahead and go number 2. Got my water right over here. All right, number 2, a little bit higher on the ABV there. I get that cherry, the Big League Chew, kind of like that dusty cherry Big League Chew. A little tangy, maybe because that was my second sip. I'm getting more of the oak note on the side of my tongue. Let's go and go for the 3rd one and the 4th before I take a sip of water. Yep, everything is still there. That one seems to be more on the bitter side, heavier on the cherry. Not so much the Big League Chew, but definitely a lot of oak. It's gonna be interesting going back the other direction. Let's go and get that 3rd one, or the last one here. Doesn't seem like that one is the most flavorful. Still pretty good on the ABV. So far, all of these are very good. And the differences that I'm getting my first time through, very slight. They all have an overwhelming, not overwhelming, that's not a good choice of words. They all have that cherry note. That is first and foremost the thing that you get the most. It's dominant cherry. Barrel bitterness on the side, which is always a good thing. That palate is sweet all the way through. On the back end, the finish is rather long on all of these. I know I did taste them all in quick succession, and maybe that build up as I was going through gave me a little bit more oak as I went through. All very, very good. I'd be happy with any one of these right off the bat. Let's go ahead and rinse with some water and then go back the other direction. All right, let's head back the other direction. And again, I'll let you guys know which one I'm tasting just in case you lost track. Cherry, oak, brown sugar, caramel, vanilla. Pretty decent ABV. Burst of cherry. I think this one has a little bit more ABV than that one. Still all very good. Brown sugar, caramel, vanilla, really good. No honeys. I'm not getting honey in any of these. If I had to say what's hitting my tongue first, cherry, then oak. Definitely cherry and then oak. Oh, this one smells really good. That one seems the highest in ABV. That one has this one also has a really good balance of cherry and oak. I'm liking that one a lot. Let's go with the last one. All right. That one seems to have some pretty good ABV as well. More of a medicinal cherry on that one. Oak is not hitting me as much. Okay, I'm gonna spend some time with these. I'm gonna start A/B comparing them. I'll just fast forward through this and then we'll give you my final results at the end. After going through all these, I definitely have a ranking. My least favorite of all of them. Sorry, got the hiccups here. I think I may have gone a little bit too quick on these. Like I said, these are all very good, but I am going to rank them, and there is definitely an outlier here. And I know the outlier is going to be coming in at 4th place will be this one. It doesn't have as much flavor. It doesn't seem to be as well-rounded, even though that the cherry and the oak is there. It seems to be very sharp, and it doesn't seem to be very balanced. The ABV is good, but it doesn't pack the punch that these three do, and the overall intensity of the flavor is just not there. So I'm gonna put this one in 4th place. My 2nd and 3rd place are very, very, very close. My 2nd and 3rd place is gonna be between these two. This one seems to have a very high, intense, medicinal cherry note, and this one seems to be pretty oaky. So for as much as this is cherry, this one seems to be pretty oaky. And I think I'm liking the oak more than the medicinal cherry. So I'm gonna end up putting the medicinal cherry note in 3rd and the oak note in 2nd. And a clear winner, hands down clear winner, is gonna be the 2nd one that I'm tasting. There is a good balance of cherry, oak, brown sugar, and the caramel. The ABV is spot on. I believe this one's probably gonna be the highest ABV after going back and forth between all 4 of them. I'm thinking that this is the one that's giving me the most intense ethanol burn, a good ethanol burn, and it seems to be well balanced with the oak and the cherry. And the cherry is very strong, but it's not medicinal like this one. And the oak is present, but it's not as strong as this one. So that's what I have. In my brain, in my head, and I've had all of these before, in my head and in my brain, I'm thinking that this is going to be the 16, just because of the ABV. The first one that I tasted, I wanna say is gonna be the 14, and I thought that the 14 from my previous tastings had that medicinal cherry flavor, and I thought that the 15, I think the 15, I think the oak was there. I think I remember the oak being there, and I'm all going on my prior tastings, but I think that's gonna be the 15. I don't remember the 15 being medicinal. And then obviously I think this last one is gonna be the 10. It's just so much different than the other 3. So that's where I have it. Now let's go ahead and do the reveal and see how right or how wrong I actually am. So in 4th place, again, I'm thinking this is gonna be the 10. And it is. So the 10 it is. This is coming in, again, at 100 proof, 50% ABV, 50 barrels. This is batch number CA10L02. So the Calumet 10 for me is coming in last place. And last place doesn't mean that it's bad. It's good. It's just not as good as the others. 3rd place, I thought was the 14. Now I'm losing track. I think this was 14. And it's not. It's 15. So I don't remember the 15 having a medicinal cherry, but apparently it does for me at this particular time. So the 15 is coming in third, and the 15 is coming in 105 ABV. I don't think I actually got much ABV out of this one. I thought that was actually pretty calm. So this is batch 275403.09, 19 barrel, single rack black. This one is coming in third place. And then my second place, I believe, was the 14. And actually, I thought it was the 15, but it's the 14. And I'm pretty dead positive that was the 16. So the second place is the 14, and the 14 is coming in at 92 or 96.2 proof. So that came in third. And then obviously the winner, process of elimination, just double checking, is 16. So the Calumet 16, I don't think is any surprise for a lot of you, especially if you guys have tasted through these. Calumet 16, for me, wins this first Friday flight fight. That's where I'm going to leave it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment down below what your favorite is. If you're liking this information and you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Share this with somebody that's in the whiskey world that might get enjoyment out of it. Turn on that bell notification so when I go live with a video Monday, Wednesday, or the first Friday of every month, you'll be notified. That's where I'm going to leave it. I don't know if I'm going to be drinking all these. I might pour them back in the bottle. But until the next time, enjoy your journey. Bye. Oh man, that is so good. So good. 16. Oh, nailed it. Hands down. Definitely by far the best one. All right, we'll talk to you guys later.